Hi, welcome to Beautiful Snow TV and welcome back Snowflakes, and welcome if you guys are new. Make sure you hit the subscribe button and don't forget to hit the bell notification so you don't miss another time when I upload. These are the products we're going to be using. We did not use that jade green just because we didn't use it. I thought I wanted to do like a jade bangle, but you guys saw the thumbnail. Let's jump right into these products. So I'm going to be using that as like my 3D gel. That's from Dynamic Nail Supply. Of course, it's beautiful gold chrome and all of these chains, and they look like bracelets. So we're going to use all of these. I did not use the silver ones, I don't think. The bigger silver one. So I'm just going to go ahead and show you guys. I put some charms in here. I'm just going to pick out what I feel, throughout the set is what I want. But I'm also going to use some of those little pearl gold covered charms. I'm going to be using some AB stones, and we have a lipstick shape today. I saw a lipstick shape that was just so beautiful, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is so cute. So we're going to go ahead and get started. I'm going to show you guys how to do a lipstick shape. I take a tapered square tip, and I cut off the tip just at an angle, just like that. And I do take my hand file, and I just kind of sharpen that up, and that's literally all I do. Boom. So now that I've showed you guys that, we're going to go ahead and get right into application for our polygel. This is one of my favorite polygels. Like, I love this color. This is PL13 from Emily, if I'm saying that name of that polygel correct. You guys already know how I do my application, and I'm going to go ahead and just do my application, my wooden cuticle pusher, and then go in with my brush here to kind of level out the gel. And then once I get that structure how I like it, I'll cure for 60 seconds, and I'll do this for all the nails. And here is how the application turned out. Always spray your nails down with alcohol just to get rid of the tacky layer from any gel products you may be using, whether it's hard gel, soft gel, polygel, all of that. Always wipe it down so you don't clog up your files or anything like that, or nail drills. We're going to go ahead and straight into filing. I'm going to show you guys how I file a lipstick shape. It is very similar to I want to say a square. It's just at an angle. So with this, I'm just going to go over the entirety of the nail, use my file here to hit that free edge nice and crisp, and then I go in on those sides, make sure I get under the nail. You see me guys going right there and then curving the nail to make sure I get under there. That helps the shape tremendously, guys. As you can see, you'll see the difference here in just a moment. So I am just making sure it's pretty tapered. I want my shape nice and snatched. So I am going to go back in with my 80 grit and go over the entirety of the nail just to make sure it is level. And I'm just going to go ahead and do that, hit my cuticle area. Be careful with the file, guys. You could, hurt your cuticle, so just be careful. And then I'm just going to go in with the sides, make sure my free edge is really good. And then I'm just going to go in with the sides, make sure my free edge is really good. And then I'm just going to go in with the center, just make sure my free edge is really good. And then I'm just going to go in with the sides, make sure my free edge is really good. And then I'm just going to go in with the sides, make sure my free edge is really good. And then I'm just going to go in with the sides, make sure my free edge is really good. And then I'm just going to go in with the sides, make sure my free edge is really good. And then I'm just going to go in with the sides, make sure my free edge is really good. And then I'm just going to go in with the sides, make sure my free edge is really good. And then I'm just going to go in with the sides, make sure my free edge is really good. And then I'm just going to go in with the sides, make sure my free edge is really good. And then I'm just going to go in with the sides, make sure my free edge is really good. And then I'm just going to go in with the sides, make sure my free edge is really good. And then I'm just going to go in with the sides, make sure my free edge is really good. And then I'm just going to go in with the sides, make sure my free edge is really good. And then I'm just and then I'll go in with the cuticle work. I always like my nails a little slanted. Like I always file it up like this. You see how I'm filing at an angle? I always file it that way because I like um, that slight moon shape. It's not a complete moon shape. I want to say it's a half moon, but it's so beautiful on the nails. It makes, you know, a nice clean cut. So I'm just going to take my 501 drill bit from Sky Nails. I did talk about them in my previous videos, the nail supply store near me. So I'm just going to go ahead and just go over all the nails, hit my cuticles a little bit. Be careful, guys. This is a safety bit, but it's still new, so it is still sharp. So just be careful when you're doing your bits and make sure, you know, you practice with those. Practice makes better. So I'm just going to go ahead and use this other bit here. This is a fine bit from Melody Sizzy, and I absolutely adore this thing. Like, y'all, it's gliding across my nail, cleaning those cuticles. I can touch the skin. It's not gonna scratch me, you know, cut me or anything. I just absolutely love it, and it's almost like basically a buffer, and it get rid of those scratches and everything, as well as good cuticle work. So I'm still gonna go in and hit my shape really quick on the free edge. It wouldn't look as crisp as I want it, and then I'm going to go in and buff. And here is how the application and filing came out. Look at it. That's how you know you got good shit. Look at that shape. Look how they line up. Y'all, this is so beautiful. I absolutely love this shape. I love anything with a point, honestly. Y'all know I love stiletto, but we're going to go ahead and get into the base of the nails. I'm going to be using this white from Johnson. It's not as pigmented as I want. I am going to be trying out some Melody Susie White. I ordered it here. It should be here tomorrow. So I'll be trying that out on my coquette nails, which is the next nails I'm going to do. But I do have another video to upload before that. I do apologize, guys. I have been under the weather. Just some life happening. Sometimes I have issues that prevent me from doing nails due to it being really painful. So if y'all could pray for me and, you know, pray my strength. But we're gonna go ahead. I did do 2 coats of this white beautiful. I'm just gonna take that chrome base gel and I'm just gonna apply it to the white part, and then I'll take that unicorn gel and I'll apply that as well. Not gel, chrome, that liquid unicorn chrome that I showed in the beginning of the video. So I'm just putting this on. I'm only going to cure this for about 15 seconds, and I'll come back with the curl. And here is the chrome here. This is so gorgeous. It had like a hue of pink and a little bit of green. I wasn't too fan of the green, but pink really kind of overpowered it a little bit more. So I did go ahead and do this to all of the nails. I did cure this for about maybe 30 seconds or so, and then I did go over it with a base coat. And here's how it looks. So pretty. I love it. Now I'm gonna go in and we're gonna start making our bangles. Y'all, I like this gel, but it's not like a non-stick gel. It is super sticky, very hard to manage to a certain extent. It was sticking to my glove like crazy. Look at that. And I had the hardest time. It was just sticking to my glove so bad, and that's why I didn't do as many bangles as I wanted, because I was getting fed up, and I was like, oh my god, I'm not gonna, roll this out any other way. This is the quickest way. So I just take my spatula right there and just kind of make sure it's straight, put some indentions in it to give like the bangle look. And that's all I did to make those bangles. Some of them did not have any indentions in it. They were just, smooth. So I did do a few of them on each nail. I'm just showing you guys here and there what I was doing. So if it looks like I'm skipping around, I am, because this was a very long process, but it was so fun. This was so fun, guys. Like, I really enjoyed these nails. Like, y'all, this was so cool. So now I got some more gel, and look at it, just like, y'all, I was so frustrated, and it's making me so mad. No matter what finger I put it on, it was just sticking to the freaking nail, and I was just like, oh my god, how can you be this crazy? So needless to say, I love Dynamic Nail Supply, but I will not be using that gel again. I'm just gonna let it sit in my drawer. Possibly may give it away to somebody that wants to learn how to do nails, but I don't want to do that because I don't recommend this gel. I really don't. It's not no wipe. I think it's just a flexible gel, and I don't know. I wasn't fucking with it, but I'm just gonna go ahead and cure in between of putting these on. See, it's so hard to pick up, but it'll stick to your glove. Like, come on now, come on, gel. Lord, wherever you laid it, that's where it was. There ain't no peeling it off and picking it back up. No. Once you got that to where it was, just make the best of it. Hit your sides and put it in the lamp. And now that I got all of the gel on my, the hard gel on my, flexible gel on my nails and cured, I'm going to go in with all of this. I'm going to first start off with chrome. Now I'm just going to use this little makeup thing. I got that from my local beauty supply. Yeah, I was struggling right here. I was really struggling to get that open. I don't know if because it was small or my hands were just tired from wrestling with that dang gel, but I was struggling to get that open. But I'm taking my tweezers, and this is so pretty. So I thought about, I was like, I'm just going to get a little bit out, and I'll just use all of that. These chains I got from Amazon. So yes, I did get these from Amazon. They came in like a pack, but they were individually, packed like this. So I'm just taking a piece out and then just cutting it, what I may need or whatever. This one was so gorgeous. But I put that back and just kind of used this. One of the stones was missing. I kind of put it back in there the best way I could, because I was not going to waste this. Okay, I'm going to use everything I got. You can use anything, as long as you know what to do with it. You can use anything. So I picked up the little stone and then put it back in that, open it, and then I cured it in the lamp. So I was able to use that on the nail, and it was so cute. I think I only used this on the index and pinky, but it was just so adorable. So I'm just going to go ahead and measure these out how I want them, and I'll be right back. And if you have not noticed, you're more than halfway through this video. Make sure you hit the subscribe button and support your girl for free. And we are starting on our chrome. So with this, I'm just gonna lightly paint the nails with this chrome base. Oh my god, I'm so cold in my room, y'all. I'm just gonna lightly paint this the gel or the bangles with the flexible gel with the chrome base. Yeah, I don't know what I'm saying. Um, so I'm just gonna paint that and cure for like a few seconds. And I thank God that this chrome did not get all over the place, and it only got where I wanted it, and I really like that. Um, Now I did not put a mat on the back of this, and proceed, but I was very cautious, very strategic where I actually put the chrome. Just being careful not to put it um, on the background of the pink kind of unicorn chrome, and I just was very careful with that. And I did make sure I tried to saturate this. I wanted to be nice and golden, so I did that for each and every nail. You'll see me do it kind of here on the pinky as well. And then once I got that done, I did go ahead and kind of cure them for a few seconds just to make sure I hold that in place or whatever. And then we'll go ahead into the next step. And now that is all done, all the gold is on the bangles, and y'all, I was starting to see the vision here, y'all. This was so adorable. So now I'm gonna take that McCart rhinestone glue. Now this one is like really runny. I like the other one, but this one works for like stuff like this. And I just put the chain on there, kind of where I laid the glue. And then I just took my neck lamp from a Dynamic Nail Supply, made sure it was nice and straight, and cured it. And that was it. And once it's cured, um, the side will harden, and then I just took my scissors and I cut it. Now please be careful with when you cut these if you're going to be wearing these for a long period of time. You want to make sure it's not like a cut to where it could scratch you or anything like that. If so, you need to cover it with top coat. I would recommend that. Now I did not cover this with top coat. I left these just how they were, and I didn't get any hair and all that stuff on my nails, so this was so perfect. I was so loving this. I did go in and try to do some more, and I just basically repeated the same process, laid the glue down where I wanted. I did a silver chain right here, and then kind of maneuvered it how I want, cured it, and then I did the same thing with the AB stones and all the other pearl looking things that I put on there, and that is how I did these. Like, it's very simple, very self-explanatory. You guys can kind of clearly see what I'm doing. This is so cute, y'all. Like, I was in love. So I still want to put some charms on. I just kind of grabbed a bunch of stuff that I thought I wanted on the nail. Just kind of picking through and seeing what I want. So here I'm just going to go ahead and put some rhinestones right here. Like a little diamond bracelet or something. This is super cute. I'm so in love with these, y'all. Like, oh my god, these are gorgeous. And I love this little viral trend. This is so cute. As y'all see, the vision is starting to come alive, y'all. This was such a cool idea. I love when nail artists or just nail techs, period, like really create something different that you can actually put on a nail. Like, this was such a cute idea. Like, who would have thought of that? Like, that is so cute. Here I'm just popping in. I was showing my daughter how to do this and letting her actually put it on my nail. She'd be so interested sometimes. I might do a video where I let her do my nails and see how she do. So hopefully that goes well and she's been watching. But you know, I'm very particular about my look, but she's a kid and I'm pretty sure she's like actually made some really cute nails when I let her play with my nail stuff. She's actually made some really cute nails. My baby got style. So I'm just letting her pick these up and put them where they go and cure it in the lamp. And this is the final look, y'all. These right here. Oh my god, these were freaking amazing, y'all. This was such a cool idea. It looks like you got a Van Cleef bracelet. You look like you got a diamond bracelet. You look like you got like a little chain, bracelet that the kids be having. You look like you got some bangles on there. Y'all, this is freaking amazing. I am so impressed with this set. And it was so fun to do. It also took a very long time, but I had fun recreating this viral set. I hope you guys are inspired. I hope you guys take from this and use what you will. And I hope you guys had a great day, and thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.